As usual, I'm going to talk through the ones I think are good, bad, etc. And maybe we'll get something amazing on not a lot of red today, which is sad. Evade window, great skill, but this talisman is very low rolled, so not a great one for us. And I don't like Master Mounter, but that's fine. Bad one, let's see what we get. Speed Eating 2 with ammo up. Speed Eating is a 2-slot and really good if you're trying to do that support build thing. But we haven't got a good combo here because ammo up. The Speed Eating build isn't really looking to do it from ranged weapons usually. You're looking to do that from Sword and Shield because you can use items while the weapon is out. So, it's still a nice skill to have, but this is kind of a bad talisman. Thunder Resist and Critical Element. Critical Element is interesting. I haven't seen that on very many talismans. But in general, Critical for Raw is better. And y'all know how I feel about resistances. I do like Part Breaker a lot, and Critical Eye is good. I wish this had rolled just a little bit higher and been red, and this would have been a pretty usable talisman. Part Breaker is just a fun skill, I think. It's not amazing, but getting Part Breaks is just a useful thing. The flinches are good. Weakening areas because of it is good. It's just a fun skill, but not super meta or anything. Earplugs Slugger with a tier 2 and a tier 1. This is... If this was Slugger 2, or if the slots were 2 slots, I'd be like, this is usable, but kind of underpowered for a rarity 7. Slugger, of course, is great skill for anything that's going for stun damage. You really want that Slugger if you're going for the KO stun build of any kind. Bubbly Dance with Item Prolonger. It's unfortunate that the Bubbly Dance isn't the 2-slot here, or the 2-pip, because Item Prolonger is kind of a meh skill in my opinion, and if it was Bubbly Dance 2, it would be good enough to use if you didn't have a better slots or something on a different talisman. Y'all know how I feel about Affinity Sliding. It's way too situational in this game. So unfortunately, this is kind of meh. The 2-slot is good, but there's nothing to really build off of on this talisman right now. Carver Pro is completely useless. Earplugs, not very good. That is a bad talisman. Fire Attack 2 with Horn Maestro. Elemental attacks I don't think are very good on your talisman because they are a tier 1 decoration. So it's really easy to slot in the elemental damage if you want it. So this is like really underpowered for even for a 6 rarity 6. This is underpowered. Another Speed Eating with ranged. I don't know why it loves giving me Speed Eating with gunner powers, gunner abilities. It's weird. Not very good. No slots even. Ugh. Earplugs 3. I guess if you really want earplugs, this is a pretty good value. But it's only rarity 5, so earplugs obviously is really lowly rated, and like, I don't think earplugs is really worth it in Rise anyway, so pretty bad. Quick Sheath with Razor Sharp. Oh, this is so close to being good. If this was Quick Sheath 2 with a slot, like if this was rarity 7, this combo is pretty good. But unfortunately, it's just too underpowered for us. Quick Sheath, of course, is amazing for Longsword and still pretty useful with Greatsword or even a couple other weapons that you might want to go in and out of with your draw attack. I could even see it being okay on Insect Glaive, for example. Wirebug Whisper 1 with Quick Sheath. Same problem as our last one. Wirebug Whisper is an amazing skill with a lot of weapons, and having that incidentally with Quick Sheath would be great. But just too low rolled to be really worth using here. Oh, man! Double resistances? Come on. Resistances are tier 1 gems. So they're just too easy to slot in. You don't want them on your talisman as the base, let alone 4 of them with 3 tier 1s. This is such a disappointment of a rarity 7. Okay. This isn't great, but the 2 tier 2s gives this a lot of flexibility. Tier 2 is like just an amazing slot. So this is usable simply from you can get 2 tier 2 slots if you need them. With incidental free meal, I like it. Still not very good, but better than anything else we've seen so far today. Bubbly Dance Blast Attack. Not great, but Blast Attack is a tier 2. The status ups are mostly tier 2 gems. So this is okay if you are looking to make a Blast Attack build. The Bubbly Dance is kind of incidental, and you wish there'd be more slots, but this is still usable. Counter-Strike with Speed Sharpening. Y'all know how I feel about Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike is a really interesting skill, but it requires you to get hit. So, while it's a pretty good skill, the better you get at the game, the less it's going to come up. And of course, this being rarity 4, no slots, it kind of rolled too low to be that useful, but that's okay. Constitution 1 with Thunder Attack. Constitution is a great skill, but this rolled way too low to be usable. Blight Resist Thunder Attack, another trash one. Oh my god. Okay, Rapid Morph 2 with Ballistics is unfortunately really bad. Rapid Morph, of course, is only really useful for Switch Axe and Charge Blade, and Ballistics is a gunner ability, so bad. This is almost decent. So, Carving Pro is useless. Y'all know how I feel about that. But Rapid Morph 1 is actually okay, because the Almadron helmet is really good value, and it has 2 Rapid Morph on it. So 1 Rapid Morph on a Talisman can be really good for opening up your builds, and this has good slots on it. So, like, you could get a Handicraft or something in here. It's okay. I really wish that was anything other than Carving Pro, though. Unfortunate. Evade Window, Dragon Resist, trash. Stun Resist, Geologist. Oh my god, these rolls! Come on! I feel like the RNG is trolling me a little bit with these red rarities here. Another Speed Eating with Fire Attack, pretty bad. I guess if you... No, this is bad. We had better Speed Eatings earlier. Evade Extender with Recovery Speed. I like Evade Extender a lot. Because this is Rarity 4, obviously this rolled kind of low. If this was Evade Extender 2, it'd be usable. Bubbly Dance with Recoil down. Not really a great synergy in there. I still really want the Bubbly Dance and Resuscitate together Talisman. That'd be amazing. But this is pretty bad. Man! Come on. Poison Attack with Part Breaker 1? We saw Part Breaker 2 on a lower rarity Talisman, but... Poison Attack is actually the only status ailment that's a tier 1 gem as well. So, this is like a really low power talisman right here. No good. Okay, Protective Polish 1. If this was Protective Polish 2, it would be usable. Recovery Up is a nice incidental, and the 1 slot gets you something nice. Like a Speed Sharpening or something, which would have made it okay, but only 1 on it makes it kind of too low. Another Bubbly Dance 1 with something we don't look for. Kind of bad. Counter-Strike 2 with Reload Speed. We talked about Counter-Strike before. Reload Speed is actually very good, especially if you can get up to 2 on it for the automatic coatings on bow loading, which is pretty good. But this is a tier 4. It's really low power. I like Divine Blessing as a quality of life skill, but again, really low rarity gem, or talisman. This could have been way better. Man! It's okay. We got 5 more reds after this. What does Divine Blessing do? Divine Blessing gives you a chance to reduce your damage when you get hit, which is why I think it's a really good quality of life. Just as if you're a little bit of a sloppy player like me, getting punished less on a lot of the damage you take is really nice. Y'all know how I feel about water or resistances in general. Reload speed, pretty cool. Okay slots, but even if these were swapped, so it was reload speed 2, water resist 1, I'd feel okay about this one, but no. Counter-Strike with Dragon Attack, I guess that's fine, but not amazing. Punishing Draw with Special Ammo Boost. That's a gunner skill with a melee skill, not very good. Bombardier with Heroics 1 and 2 tier 1 slots, not very good. Heroics is a cool skill if you are amazing at this game. Hurt yourself to low health and then get crazy bonuses. Bombardier makes your bomb items stronger, which I know there's some builds around that, but this feels like it rolled too low on both of the skills to really be worth it. Rapid Morph 1 is good. Fire Attack 2 is bad. If this was 2 tier 2 slots, this would be usable. But I think it's not good enough with what it is here. Dragon Attack with Affinity Sliding, not great. Again, all those elemental attacks are tier 1s. And Affinity Sliding is really situational, so I don't like it. Hellfire Cloak 1 with a 3 slot and a 1 slot. If you're doing a Hellfire Cloak build, this is usable, because the tier 3 slot means you can make this Hellfire Cloak 2 with a 1 slot, which is okay. But again, this feels like it rolled kind of underpowered for us. Bubbly Dance 2, Free Meal 2. If you're doing that Bubbly Dance build, I guess this is okay. Free Meal is a nice quality of life skill. But still not as rarity 5. This could have rolled way better. Okay, this is interesting. Rapid Morph 1 with Latent Power 1. Latent Power is a very weird skill. It increases your affinity and reduces stamina depletion after like 2.5 minutes of being in combat. And that 2.5 minutes gets reduced while you're attacking. So if you wanted to do a Latent Power build, this is kind of okay. You can get the Rapid Morph with the Almudron Helm, and then build your Latent Power out with the rest of your build. And the 2 1 slots are okay. This could have been better, but this is okay for a really niche build. Power Prolonger 2 Flinch Free. If this had slots on it, this would actually be pretty good. I like Power Prolonger a lot for a lot of weapons. And the 1 tier of Flinch Free is pretty much necessary for multiplayer as a melee attack build. If this had some slots on it, it would be incredible. Or at least, it would be totally usable. Reload 2 with Bludgeoner. Unfortunately, Bludgeoner is only usable on weapons with sharpness, and reload speed is for gunners. So, anti-combo there. Speed Eating 2 with Paralysis Attack. This has a weirdly high value of skills. That is 3 tier 3 slots being filled up here. But it's only rarity 6, so it rolled low on something. No slots, for example. But again, 2 Speed Eating. We're getting so much Speed Eating, but never the right combo for it. Okay, this is okay. Stamina Surge is very good. I wish this was rarity 7 and had like a tier 2 slot on it or something. But this is usable if you really need the Stamina Surge. Another Stamina Surge 2, but just strictly worse with no slots. Alright, last one. It's a rarity 7. Please be good. God damn it. This was a really bad pull, everybody. Windproof with Thunder Attack. Tier 2, Tier 1. Windproof is so situational, not very good, I think. And Thunder Attack's a Tier 1 slot. That was depressing, everybody. Hi everyone, I just want to invite you to come hang out with me on twitch.tv/thatneilj, where you can watch these openings happen live. Sometimes I'll open up my lobbies to do hunts with viewers, and you can even choose which weapon I'm going to go to each hunt with. Thanks.